Hey friends, here we are. It's Thursday. That means it's time for the Tarot Topics Weekly Newsletter Recap. Did you get the Tarot Topics Weekly Newsletter this week? Did you get it in your inbox yesterday? Topic this week, confidence, and that's what we're going to do readings about. I wrote about the importance of personal confidence, some ideas about how to generate confidence. I took a big swing at, not in the lead article, but I did write an article about how we should not always have confidence in our intuition. I don't know if you want to talk about that at all. But I think what we really want to do today is talk about confidence. What are you confident in? What are you not confident in? The thing about confidence, we should always have confidence in ourselves, except when it's obviously misplaced, right? Likewise, what we have confidence in, the people and the ideals that we have confidence in. There's a lot of questions there, and I see a lot of you have your questions already in, so let's get right to it. And thank you to everyone who came last night to our Choosing and Using Tarot Decks live stream. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch the replay. This is a deck I had brought out just to talk about as an interesting iteration of tarot and didn't because didn't have time. So I thought we'd play with it today. Oh, make sure you're so kind. I can't stay, but had a fantastic reading. And you should all book with Christiana. Well, thank you very much. My great pleasure. It was so fun to catch up with you. All right. So we will take these questions in the order in which I see them. But I do want to remind you all, we have a members-only live stream coming up this Sunday. My friends, members, 5 p.m. Eastern Time this Sunday, we're going to do your personal tarot cards. We're going to figure out which cards really speak to you personally and what that says about you. So if you are a member at any level, or if you become a member between now and then, you will be able to join us and or watch the replay. Sunday, 5 p.m. The link is already up. Please do join us. Joy Associate, everybody should book with her. I agree. Thank you. Well, I appreciate that. I do. Absolutely. All right, let's get to these questions. And as you know, I'll take these, or I'll attempt to take these in the order in which I see them. Let's get those I moved the truth sticks out of the way last night for class, but let's get them back in there. Okay, Jeannie Mnuchin, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I performed badly in front of the playwrights at the Lava Center. It was only a time to get feedback, but I have such a sense of failure, and I'm having a crisis of confidence. What do I need to know from Spirit? I'm struggling with my emotions. I'm so sorry. That sounds uncomfortable. But let's see what you need to know here. What you need to know. I love this Page of Cups. I love how the fish is jumping out. I love that. What you need to know. 10 of Swords reversed, Page of Cups, 4 of Swords reversed. I'm not sure this is as bad as you think it is. And with the 3 of Pentacles here, I think there are good things that can come out of it. It may feel bad, it may be yucky, but I think there are good things that can come out of this. Okay. Mediha Ness, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. It has been such an unexpected series of towers coming down this year, and I'm not sure that it's slowed down or will stop for a while. I feel the weight of it in my shoulders. What should I know about what's to come next? How do I navigate better and not lose my confidence that things will get better? Well, with the 7 of Pentacles reversed and the Magician, here's what we recognize. I mean, one thing that you can be very confident in is the fact that stuff will go wrong. Lots of things will go wrong. But each and every time, you seem to have the ability to go in and fix it and make it right. And I feel like with everything that has happened, as difficult as all of this has been, you have been able to navigate things. You have been able to fix things. The problem, I think, comes in, like, if you try to have confidence that weird stuff is not going to happen, that's a fool's errand, and not the good kind of fool. We cannot have confidence that bad things will not happen. What you must have confidence in is that when the feces hits the air impeller, you will know the right thing to do, and you will do it, and you will have the right results. That's what you can be confident in, without question. Okay, Von Ray, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. How do I navigate confidence, including faking it, when there was never a foundation for me to pull from? Right. I hate to say it, but we need to teach our kids to be confident. We really do. And I didn't know to do that with my kids. I think both my kids do move with a certain amount of confidence in the world, but I don't know that I knew how to teach them that, but we should have. We should have done. So, how do you do this, Von Ray? Oh my gosh, I shuffled, I did, but you got the same card as Ness. So, there's the trick, man. The magician is about knowing that you have the tools, the skills, the abilities. But what you're saying is, how do I navigate not having the tools and skills and abilities that I never learned? Or how do I navigate faking it? And the cards are like, oh, just do it. Just do it. Which on one hand is a super frustrating answer. And the one complaint I would have about tarot is sometimes it will do that. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm a mother. What do I do about my kids? And the card that comes up is the Empress. Yes, you're a mother. Right? But I think when the cards do this, what they're saying is it's not that complicated. Just do it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. I know that's not as easy as it sounds, but there it is. All right. Melissa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Sorry, I just distracted myself. Melissa, thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. I lack confidence in my work environment, even though I'm good at my job and have 20 years of experience. What is a way I can instill confidence in myself in this arena? By not letting how you feel about yourself be defined by other people, past or present. I'm going to say that again because I think other people need to hear it too. This is true for a lot of us. Do not let how you feel about yourself in your work or in whatever situation you are lacking confidence, do not let the way you feel about yourself be defined by the words or actions of other people, past or present. You define it. And the evidence defines it. It's like you've got a boatload of evidence that you're doing a good job and one little pipsqueak a-hole who's a dick. Who are you going to listen to? Just saying. Gemini Sun, good to see you. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. I have improved my confidence in adulthood, good, but I have a really big dream I'm chasing, and I feel lack of confidence in the area is what's holding me back. So let me ask you, because there's like two kinds of lack of confidence, right? Your question is, how can I finally improve in this area? But let me ask, because when we talk about lack of confidence holding you back, there's two things in that. And I'll use myself as an example here on YouTube. I started my YouTube channel the longest time ago, way back. And I had such little confidence making videos. I was not confident talking on videos. Who is going to want to hear what I have to say? And I wasn't comfortable. And so it wasn't that I was confident with my ability to reach an audience or have something smart to say. I wasn't confident literally in my presentation. And so that's my question to you. Is it lack of confidence in the immediate, how do I do the thing to get there? Or is it lack of confidence in your ability to get there, wherever there is? Let's speak to both. Okay, so when we talk about lack of confidence in like what you have to do day to day to get there, well, I don't know if it's about lack of confidence or if it's the reality that your plate is very full and it's hard to figure out how to put more on it. It's hard to figure out how to do more, how to get more done when you have so much going on. Not necessarily bad things going on, just a lot. So don't be hard on yourself. Just try to be a better time manager to carve out the time. Okay, that's the first thing. Now, in terms of your ability to ultimately get there, yeah, I think you lack that confidence. You don't see yourself as someone who could ultimately get to where you want to go, but clearly you do because you want to go there. So there's a part of you that does and there's a part of you that doesn't. You must be able to visualize this. You must be able to see it. That's how you fix it. You got to be able to see it in your mind's eye and to know that it's a reasonable goal. Is it a reasonable goal? Yes, it totally is. You just have to allow it. Kimmy's up in here saying it's imposter syndrome. Yeah. There you go. And Gemini said, yeah, no, it's definitely the same as yours presentation. Yeah. And man, I kick myself now because if I could have forced myself to get more comfortable earlier, I would have had an earlier start. So what can you do to be more comfortable in that moment in the presentation? What can you do to be more comfortable there? Two of Swords reversed, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Like, don't even make it be an issue. Like, I used to be so freaked out. And then, like, this is 10 years ago when I was 10 years younger and therefore fewer gray hairs, fewer wrinkles, less confidence. I know, right? It's so weird. It's so weird. So yeah, there it is. Hey, Catherine Fan, haven't seen you forever. So glad you're here. Gemini Sun, I hope that's helpful. I feel your pain, but I will also tell you that an argument can be made if we keep trying, we come round to it in the right time. And maybe I came round to it in exactly the right time, right? So yeah. Yeah, I hope that's helpful. All right. Kimmy's Divination Station, so good to see you. Thank you for being here. I think my confidence comes from people I serve as a reader. I was not confident when I didn't understand that it wasn't me that was doing the divination, and I trust completely in spirit. Also, I intend on reinstating my membership as soon as my bank problems are fixed, and I'm confident about that. Well, thank you. Thank you for having been a member, and thank you for going to be being a member again. We really appreciate you. So many tower moments for the last 12 months. Confidence comes from the strength mustered in tower moments. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. I love it. Okay. The next question I see. Trey Cameron, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. How do I regain confidence and move forward in my life? I feel stuck. Well, are you feeling better physically? First of all, I hope you're feeling better. And the answer is you have been through it. I think what you have to do is recognize you've been through a lot. And you have survived it. But I feel like you have not necessarily learned how to process it. So like, I feel like you're carrying around a lot of unprocessed trauma. And that's going to sap your energy, your confidence, everything. Find a way to process the trauma, and I think you'll do better. Much better. Yeah. All right. Ben, Libra does tarot. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Loved the topic on confidence. Spoke to me a lot, as no matter how I try, I can't remain confident in myself or my abilities. I'm lucky I'm surrounded by people who build me up. How can I maintain it? Can I just say something? I'm going to give you the full face. We'll come back to the cards in just a minute. But Ben and anyone who has the same problem that Ben does, and I bet there's a lot of people out there, y'all are getting the full face for this one. Because it doesn't take the cards to say what I'm going to say to you, which is this. You just said everything. You answered your own question. I'm lucky I'm surrounded by people who build me up. Y'all, there are plenty of people who are really gifted and talented who are not lucky in that way. That's true. So yes, you are lucky. But it's also true that one of the reasons that you have people around you who build you up is we see what you got. We see it. So we build you up because we see it. And so the fact that you are surrounded by people who support you and who encourage you should be the thing you need to give you confidence in yourself, because we be smart people. We're smart. We're not putting our energy behind people that don't deserve it. Right? So, okay. Rant over. But that was not just for Ben. That was for a lot of people, I think. Okay. So now, Justine, your father would be so proud. Hashtag preach. Indeed. Okay. So Ben, how can you work to maintain your confidence? Recognize that your confidence is not about what you do. It's about who you are. Have confidence in yourself because you're a good person. Have confidence in yourself because you're willing to do hard things. Have confidence in yourself because you do the work. Don't worry about the results. The results will be there. But confidence should not come from your ability to produce results. It should come from your knowledge of who you are. All right. Rose, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Just a reminder to all the members, we have our members-only monthly live stream this Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We're doing your personal cards, which cards are associated with you based on your birth date, based on astrology. And what do those cards say about you, and how do they help you in a reading? That's what we're doing for you, just the members. This Sunday, 4 p.m., looking forward to seeing, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, looking forward to seeing you there. Rose, my confidence has increased while navigating recent challenges. There you go. I like it. What practices can I implement to enhance my growing confidence? Let it also show up in your self-talk. A lot of us remember like Stuart Smalley from Saturday Night Live of, was that the 80s, the 90s? I think it was the 90s. Where he would encourage us to look in the mirror and say, I'm good enough, I'm strong enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. And we all laughed at it, right? Because affirmation culture is funny. But the thing is, it works. So don't shit talk yourself, and say sweet things to yourself about yourself. Say nice things to yourself about yourself. That's the key. That's what you need to do. That's what's important. And as long as your insides are matching the actions that you're taking, your confidence will be good. And this is a real healing. Like, this is healing big time, big time, big time, big time healing. And you must defend it. You must defend yourself. Because here's the thing. I think there will be moments when, as you're sort of feeling built up, an inner voice or people around you can start to pull you down. Do not allow this. This is not allowed. Truth stick. This shall not be allowed. There it is. All right. So we have rant heard. There we go. We have a very kind super chat. Thank you very much. From KNB. You've changed your name. You're a member. You've changed your name. I recognize your picture. Rant heard. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you for the very, very generous super. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you for being a member. Oh, it's Camille. It's Camille. Oh my gosh. Camille. So good to see you. We got to talk. We haven't talked since StarCon. We need to talk. Camille, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. And thank you so much for the kind super. Really just so appreciate it. And Rose, thank you. Powerful presence. We'll write down your words. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. So thank you, Camille. Really appreciate you. All right. Oh, Ness, you have Solabuska. We got to talk, Ness. My goodness. Okay. Camille, we do got to talk. Yes, we do. Well, Justine, we want you to come to 5. We have a job for you to do if you want it at 5. So let me know. All right. Liz Harrison, you're up next. Thanks for being here. And thanks for being a member, and thanks for using members-only emojis. All right. My husband has been pursuing his passion for writing in his spare time to offset his career that he's not passionate about. He finally submitted his work to a publisher only to be rejected, and there went his confidence and makes him question everything. Any advice from the cards with regard to Jeff and his book? And you also come back to say that you have that you have his permission. I'm sorry. I'm doing focus. I'm focused on you, Liz. You have his permission. And the first thing I'm going to say as an author, Jeff. One rejection? Margaret Mitchell's Gone with the Wind was rejected 89 times. Stephen King hung his rejections on the wall. He has a rejection nail. He hangs the rejections on the wall whenever he he doesn't get them now, but back in the day, he still has all his rejection letters. One rejection just means you're in the game. That's all that means. Okay, now let's do some cards on that. Any advice from the cards with regards to Jeff and his book? Yeah, I mean, he's allowed to feel what he feels, but his pride in finishing it and his belief in the work should not keep him. Remember what the lesson is of the 5 of Cups, man. There is still, that cup is standing. So the question is, what should he do? Should he submit to other publishers? Should he work with a developmental editor to get it more ready for publishers? Should he go for an agent? Should he self-publish? What should he do? Trey, even getting a literary agent is a feat. That's right. So should he find a developmental editor to work with? That might help. There might be some issues that could be resolved by hiring a developmental editor. That's one thing. Should he keep submitting to other publishers? Yeah, why the heck not? Why the heck not? Yes. Should he try to get an agent? I think where he's going, he doesn't need agents. I think he's looking for publishers who accept direct submission. And should he consider self-publication? Not yet. He wants to be traditionally published, and I think he'll have an ability to do it. So A, he should keep submitting, and B, he might want to work with a developmental editor, or even, if he doesn't want to spend the money, just some beta readers to see if there's some things he needs to do there. So there it is. There it is. Right. Ness, I read The Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert on creativity. She talks about the rejection she has had. If you look into art history, Leonardo da Vinci had a ton of rejections, so did Michelangelo. Exactly. Oh, Kimmy, you just became a member again. Look at you. You did it. I wanted to be a part of last night's class. I have so many different types of decks. I'm a Marseille reader, too. Oh, my gosh, I did not know that. And Trey, speaking as a writer, you must have thick skin. Oh, my gosh. But still, cry in your wine at the same time. Liz, that's so helpful. Brilliant, and cannot thank you enough. Sure. Passion project for sure, and want him to keep going. And so he should. Man, you don't give up after a first rejection. You don't give up after a 50th rejection. No. Right, Trey, because creative people tend to be sensitive. Exactly. Okay. Ness, you're so funny. I had to combine last night's conversation with today's topic. You've got a particular deck is gorgeous, and you go totally blank with it. Not confident I can read with that. The funny thing, this deck is a deck I have a hard time reading with. For whatever reason, I don't tend to use it as a client deck because I have a hard time reading with it. In this setting, it seems to be okay. And Ness, I always joke that I work for the garbage can. Not many things make it. Right? No, that's totally fair. Oh, Ness. Hang on 1 second. I missed a bunch of stuff. Hang on, I overscrolled. No, where am I? I overscrolled. I'm crazy. Hang on. Where the heck am I? Here it is. Ness. I'm going through a difficult few months. I find the Shining Tribe Tarot in the book very helpful. It's been a good perspective for me at this time. Yeah, absolutely. Great deck. I read the book for every card. So smart. I love that. Gianna, you're up next. Camille, I'm quietly lurking. Yeah, right. All right, Gianna, so good to see you. I feel like I'm very confident on the inside, and yet I've often been told I appear to lack self-esteem and confidence. What's up with the disconnect? Okay. What's on the inside? Yes, you are confident in your abilities. That's a damn fact. You're confident in your abilities. You're confident in your knowledge. What's up on the outside? Yeah, no, look at this. You all know the connection that I have between the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, what's on the inside does not translate to the outside. So what do you need to do to fix that? Is it body language and posture? Yeah, it's a lot of it is going to be body language and posture. That is a lot of it. Is it voice and tone? That's some of it too. You are a confident person, but you don't have the mannerisms that we in the West generally associate with confidence. So what do you do about that? I think you learn. I think you learn what those things are and you do them. And, it's so hard. Like, what's an example? Don't do this, but like this thing, right? The steeple. That's a body language that exudes confidence and also assholishness very often. But it's a body language we all know, and you can learn to do it if that's the kind of confidence you want to portray. Don't I look confident right now? Yeah, like that. Ha, Jeannie, I remember Stuart Smiley. Thank you. Gosh darn it, people like me. Okay. And so Justine is talking about Solabusca, I would think to Ness, because Ness is the one with the Solabuscas, yes? Is that Ness? So y'all have your Solabusca conversation there. I'm only a little bit jealous because I've never even gotten my hands on one of those. I really should. I'm going to make that a goal. Okay. Deepika, good to see you. I'll be appearing for my professional exams for the second time in the month of May. I know I'm prepared, but I don't feel confident enough. What should I do to feel confident while appearing? Wear red underwear. I'm serious. Or whatever, like put confidence in your underwear. As you're getting dressed, the clothes you wear under the clothes that people see, put them on, and even if it's just your regular ones, even if you don't have ones of a special colors, you put them on like I'm dressing myself in the vestments of confidence. Dress yourself in confidence. And Two of Pentacles here, by the way, would sort of say the second time's the charm. So good luck, but it looks good. All right. Justine, you're up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. I've always struggled with self-confidence issues in general, but the last year or so, it's been a struggle to regain confidence in my basic decision-making ability, which, as you know, has created a lot of issues for me. I understand. I've recently quit using the app like I was using it, but I'm still facing the same issues as I had suspected would happen. Anyway, I'm wondering if I can even find the confidence I need to bravely continue with my plans to move to Galveston and start my fresh chapter. How do I know if I can trust myself to confidently lead myself through this transition? Is the move to Galveston still what is in my highest and best to pursue next for life, jobs, fresh start? Yeah, there's absolutely, I think the thing is like, you're sort of making it be like it is this like next level thing, like you're moving to another country, and you're not. You're staying in a family property in a town you know well, like an hour away from where you normally live. It's not that big a deal. And I think that's the first thing you need to recognize. Not that big a deal. Now, is it still in your highest and best good? I really think it is. I absolutely think it is. But I think it's important to sort of what's the word I want? Like, it doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be a big deal. So I guess what you're telling me is while you were doing anxious readings with the apps, you're now doing anxious readings with your cards. You may have to put your cards away. I had to do that when I was pregnant with my son. I had to put my cards away. Can you imagine me with no cards? I was not a professional reader at the time, but there was a good year where I did not touch the cards. Still hung out with my tarot friends, still talked about the cards, did not do readings for myself. And what's fun is you could always work with an oracle deck or something else. You could still participate in divination and still participate in study. So yeah, if you have to take yourself away from the cards completely, then that's what you have to do. Can you work with the cards in a way that works? I think if you discipline yourself, you can. But don't be afraid to put them away for a while. That's okay too. So the thing is everything gets really big in the way you think about it. And I think the key is to sort of make it all just smaller. It's all just smaller. Okay. Vaishali, good to see you. This is a most needed topic for me. I always lack confidence in myself and anything. I try so hard to be confident, but I end up being nervous and feared. Please tell me how to build my confidence, and where and when do I need to be more confident in my life? Okay, let's work backwards. Where and when do you need to be more confident in your life? Freaking everywhere and all the time. But especially during moments of panic and worry. How to build your confidence. I think it goes back to what I was saying to someone else earlier. You cannot have confidence that only good things are going to happen because, whatever. You can have confidence that no matter what happens, you'll know what to do and you'll do the right thing. You can have a lot of confidence in that. And so it's in recognizing your own ability to handle stuff. That's really where the confidence needs to be, in recognizing your own ability to handle stuff. Okay, and Joyous Ocean, I almost skipped you. Joyous Ocean, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I feel confident in my body, but lack long-lasting confidence in building business and my ability to make money from my skills. What do the cards say? Deepika, yes, I have done you. Yes. What do the cards say for Joyous Ocean around confidence regarding business? 9 of Cups. I think you got to look at all the lame ass people who are out there being successful and recognizing that you yourself are not lame ass. And just because you speak with a lot of confidence, even when you're not confident. And I think that's really good. And I think you just need to kind of stay with that. There it is. Vaishali, Deepika, you are both, Joyous Ocean, you're here and listening. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So good, so good. Thank you all for feedback. Justine, good reminder. And actually, I haven't really been reading with my cards either. Excellent. I keep feeling nervous about pulling cards because all I can see are directives for housework in the cards. It's weird. I know. And that's why, you need to, what I would recommend for you? I was going to say, the Oracle of Visions, but maybe work on your own internal oracle, and just breathe and see what comes to you. Divinate, you're good at divination and you love divination. You don't want to leave it. But, and again, we've all been here. If I've gone through this, then certainly everyone's going to, because, So, yeah. Oh, Trey, this is something I've thought about it a lot. I think a lot of narcissistic people are successful because they have to fill the hole. That's so true. That's so true. But even that doesn't do it. Okay. Martha Vank, you're up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Running between things, we'll watch later. Not sure what to ask. May I have a general reading on this topic, which is the topic of confidence, Martha? And yeah, what do you need to know about your ability to be confident in your life? In your life. Knight of Wands. That you have navigated your life according to your heart and following your passions your entire life. And sometimes that has caused you to regret things, but it always works out in the end, and so keep doing it. There you go. Joyous Ocean, there are a lot of lame people making money. That's so good. Justine, I think that's part of the reason I've been kind of getting into Lenormand. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Okay. Who is next? Febborn, you are up next. Thanks for being here. I tend to procrastinate. Is this a lack of confidence? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But it's also sometimes your creative mind just needing downtime. Sometimes when we're procrastinating, it's because we did not schedule into our calendar enough downtime. There's that too. Catherine Fan, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Haven't seen you in a while. Doing very well. Hope you're doing well. What areas in my life am I lacking confidence? How can I improve and work on that? I think sometimes just in interpersonal dealings, recognizing that your voice matters, that you should be seen and your voice should be heard. And I think that can come up in both personal and professional settings. And the way to fix this is to tell yourself that your voice matters and should be heard. I know, easier said than done, but seriously. Okay. Betty Flesher, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. This is good. Where is my lack of confidence? Is it in the tarot reading ability or the presentation? Good Lord, man. This is a really important point. This is a super important point because we can be great readers, but not great at the presentation of it, right? Like someone asked me the other day if I like doing in-person readings, and my first answer was no. And I thought about it. I was like, no, I love doing in-person readings. What is it? It's that it takes more energy to make sure, like, am I all good? Is everything good? Like, on Zoom, I could have a whole world of stuff going on and you wouldn't know. Can't do that in person, right? February, yes, I'll start scheduling downtime. I do have an overactive mind and need to calm down. Yeah, there we go. So let's look at this, Betty. What is it? Where is your lack of confidence? Is it in your tarot reading ability? Yes, you lack confidence in your tarot reading ability. And there are a lot of students that are too confident. And I'm like, maybe sit down and study some more. No. You're the opposite, Betty. I'm like, come on. People could use what you have. So yeah, I do think you could be more confident in your ability. And then back to presentation, honestly, I think if you were more confident in your ability, you'd be very confident in your presentation. Hey, Smile Soul 20, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. All right, Virginia W., good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for your email. I haven't answered it yet, but I did get a chance to read it, so thank you. What is my best course? And this is good, having to do with confidence. What is my best course to stay within my desired boundaries and avoid being pushed into ridiculous stuff? Well, to do exactly that, to do exactly what you just said, stay in the boundaries and don't let people push you. And I think it does go back to confidence because you start to think that someone else knows better than you. But if it's an issue where someone else really is a greater expert, that's a different thing. We're talking about areas where you are the best judge. And so it's really about remembering that you're the best judge and giving yourself permission to say yay or nay. It's personal discipline. It really is, and it feels weird, but once you do it, it'll feel good once you do it for a while. Betty, I don't think I could ever do what you do on YouTube. Well, you all make it easy. And I mean, I've been doing it now. I think my first YouTube video was like 2010. Like you go back to them and I'm a lot younger, skinnier, and less gray. There is that. But the quality of me is not as good. And the video quality is really not as good. So it's just funny. I'm glad to have that archive. I'll just say that. Oh, Trey, I am better. I'm a bit better physically. My aunt passed away yesterday, though, which you predicted, if you recall. I am so sorry for your loss, and I'm sorry I didn't see this earlier. I am glad you're better physically, but I am so sorry for your loss. You have questions in regards to her on Saturday. I will look forward to that. Okay. And next up, baby cakes. How do I bring confidence and communication with people, especially the difficult ones? Yeah. My brain freezes and only later all the anger comes out, but it's way too late and I'm left with ruminating. Who here does not empathize with that, identify with that, resonate with that? Oh my gosh, we all have that. But the thing is, you really don't want the anger to come out because we don't say good things in anger either. What you want is for so first we've got the anxiety, and that's what causes the freeze, right? So then there's the anger, but what comes after the anger, that cool space where we're able to really take someone down with our words very clearly. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that ability to use the gentle art of verbal self-defense. That's what you're trying to do, which is also a book title, by the way, The Gentle Art of Verbal Self-Defense. That's what you want to do. And baby cakes, I'm right there. Ginny, yes, there is a lot of keeping up with the Joneses here. I want to stay friendly and still say no. Yeah, and the way to do that, because I have to do that all the time now too, is just say, oh, thank you so much. I just can't. No. And some people will not be your friends because of it, but you don't want to be friends with those people anyway. The people who will understand will be the people who really will be your friends. Okay, so baby cakes, we all have this. What can you do? When you're in that place of brain freeze, try to take a space to feel grounded and be willing to take a minute. I mean, the thing is, in conversation, we can take time. We can have a pause. We can have a moment. And even if it's, I really want to continue this conversation, but I can't do it right now. Let's come back to it. And then you have time. Or let me write you an email about this. That's going to be easier for me. Or even just taking a few minutes in the space of the conversation before you answer. But it's about giving yourself time. Time is what you need. That's the key, because once you have the time, you'll get out of anxiety, past anger, and into the logic, which is where you need to be. So allow yourself the time. Hey, Good Chip Lollipop, good to see you. Okay, all right. Well then, from my perspective, I've gotten to every question here. I want to remind all the members that we have a members-only live stream Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We're doing your personal cards, where we talk about the cards that are yours personally, according to numerology, astrology, all of that, and how to find them. So join us on Sunday if you can. If not, of course, the replay will be available for you. I'll be back tomorrow with your Friday weekly wrap-up. The link is already up for that. So I think, I hope you'll be able to join us. I really appreciate all of you. I thank you so much for being here. And Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the super stickers. Thanks to the members. Christine, I missed your question. Let me go back and get your question. Thank you. Going back. Oh, Kanchan, I missed you too. Kimmy, thank you as always. Godmother and Rockstar, thank you. Okay, hang on. I've got a couple to catch up with here. I'm going to do Kanchan and Christine and anyone else I might have missed. So, Christine Hallowell, thanks for being here. Great newsletter. Thank you. It's synchronistic with the life skill at the martial arts school, which is self-esteem. What does Spirit want me to know about my confidence? That you are working on it. It's been an issue. But you are doing the work, and doing the work is going to lead to so much healing and so many good things. You are only scratching the surface on where this is going to take you in terms of healing and opportunity. I did not see a question for Jada, Joyous Ocean. I must have missed that. Can you reiterate the question for Jada? And for Kanchan. I like this topic. Like most women, I feel like my outfit makes me confident at the same time doing the work. What do you see about my confidence? That it's great that, that you can dress for confidence, which is a really important thing. But you do need to, I think, do more work around recognizing confidence in your abilities, in your ideas, and in who you are. Confidence on the inside. Okay, so it is last call for readings, y'all. I did not see the question for Jada. Joyous Ocean, I see you saying, what about Jada and Jada? I didn't see a question, so I'm just going to do how can Jada work on her confidence? Because, clearly that can be a thing. So let's do that for Jada. Jada needs to be more patient with herself. And it's very, very hard to be patient. It's funny. Have y'all noticed this? Patience is a skill we gain over time. Now, when we're young, we have a lot of time. When we're old, we got less time. And yet, as old people, we know how to be patient. Young people have such a hard time being patient, and yet they have all the time in the world. It's so funny. But Jada needs to be more patient. And she needs to recognize that she has been through really difficult things and has survived them. Some of those difficult things have taken her confidence away. But if she looks at it differently, she can gain confidence from this. She can gain confidence from this because she's survived all of this. So she's a badass, and she just needs to embrace her badassery, I think. All right, there we go. My friends, I appreciate you so much. Members, hope to see you on Sunday. Everyone, hope to see you back here at noon tomorrow. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going back one more time. Oh, hang on. That's not where I wanted to go back to. Here we go. The question, what should Jada do to improve her confidence? And what I just said is actually helpful. To remember her badassery, to remember the things that took away her confidence are things she survived and therefore could be confident about herself. And also to treat herself fairly and to demand that other people treat her fairly, and to figure out what fair treatment means to her, and to recognize she deserves it, and to recognize she has not been treated fairly in the past. And that wasn't her fault. There, all that. All right, my friends. Okay. I think that's it. Thank you so very much. I'll see you tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate all of you so much. Take good care.